Hi, this is Brian French, and welcome to the Marketing Freak Show. If you're new to our marketing show, please visit Podomatic.com and search for Marketing Freak Show with Brian French to listen to our other episodes and receive additional marketing tips. If you're an attorney, you're welcome to join our group on LinkedIn. It's the Attorney Internet Marketing Group on LinkedIn.com. Also, if you're an attorney, you're welcome to visit our case studies and examples of our client success at attorneywebmarketing.net. If you're a non-attorney, you're welcome to listen to this video because many of the tips can be applied for your business as well. If you'd like to talk to us about a non-attorney website, visit floridawebsitemarketing.com. We do offer a free consultation, and you're welcome to call me at 813-944-3190. We have one simple ground rule when it comes to our marketing methodologies and strategies, is that we give and we suggest no BS. The important thing to recognize when it comes to marketing is that it is not simple. It does require hard work, creativity, energy, and resources and skill development. So today we're going to be talking about some rules. This is part 2 of our law firm internet marketing tips. Part 1 looked at the big picture of law firm marketing and looked at the big strategy issues. So if you're looking at part 2, remember to go back and see part 1 of this law firm and attorney internet marketing tips. Let's get started. What is our number one tip for law firms when it comes to internet marketing? Well, it is buy a domain name that matches your niche practice area. So instead of having a website that states your name, Joe Smith Law Firm, have a domain name that matches how you help people. So if somebody is in Dallas, Texas, and they're looking for an estate attorney, there's a high probability that they're going to do a search for Dallas estate attorney. And when your domain name matches the keyword phrase that people search for, it is very easy to be found on the internet. So another example, let's say, is if you do IRS tax settlement, is that you have the domain name Texas IRS Tax Settlement. Now I'm going to give you one quick example, and we're going to go to the internet and we're going to search for Tampa Bay attorneys. And what you can see here is that the website tampabayattorneys.net is in the first position, and there are over 48 million pages ranked for this keyword phrase. So that's how many pages that Google has indexed. And you can see Tampa Bay Attorney ranks in the number 1 position. So this is a website that we own ourselves. So we offer attorney referrals, we offer consultation to attorneys, and we do have things like a directory built into this website. So what you can see is that it is incredibly important and valuable to pick a good domain name, and a top-level domain name is the .com, the .net, or the .org. So a lot of times people say, well, I'm not going to buy a .net or a .org because they have some meaning to them. Well, the meaning that you want to get from your website is traffic and activity. So if this site ranks in the first position in Google search for the keyword phrase Tampa Bay attorneys, then having a .net is just fine. So we usually stop at it's either .com, .net, or .org. So we don't go into other domain names because they're not top-level domain names. Tip number 2, have more than one website. when you really look at the economics of the digital world versus the real world, or the non-digital world, the digital world is so inexpensive in comparison. So creating another law office may cost you $4,000 to $5,000 a month. Creating an additional website, the domain name is $9 or $10, and shared hosting is about $6 or $7 a month. So it's incredibly inexpensive. And so for us, what we have over 25 legal websites that all do different things and funnel traffic and business towards us. Some create revenues, and some we provide as giveaways to provide value for people doing business with us. But websites are like billboards, and why would you stop with just having one? So just imagine, in your community having 5 or 6 different ways that people can find you. Websites have a long-term return on investment. So websites are available 24/7. They can tell your story 7 days a week, and they have a long payback period. So they can produce revenues for years and years. So there aren't many marketing strategies that offer that type of long-term results, minimal investments. It's just that you have to create as high a quality website as possible and address some of the unique needs of your clients. Tip number 3, create inbound links to your website. The inside baseball of search engine optimization is that 80% of organic search results is having high quality links. So you want to go after the best available domain name that matches major important keywords, and then you want to create high quality inbound links to your website that use the keyword phrase. So the simple solution is that whoever has the most and best links win when it comes to search engine optimization. So we have websites that get traffic on over 6,000 different keyword phrases. We didn't optimize for all those phrases. We only maybe optimized for 50 or 60 phrases. And Google gave us all the related phrases to those keyword phrases. So creating a link building campaign is something that you want to do to get a high ranking in organic search. And it's important to know what an organic search results is. That is the results that you see in the left hand side. That is not the pay-per-click. So this is free marketing that is available through organic search. Point number 4, you want to optimize your Google local map listing. So when people type in, Sacramento divorce attorney, you'll see that there'll be a map appear on the right hand column. Now this is available to you for free, but it's really important to have either a professional do it for you or learn all the different nuances about creating an optimized local map listing. You really want to complete these things in great detail, because when you do, your results and your listing will appear more than your competitors. So you want to do things like maximize the content, maximize the number of images, create citations and links from other sites like Yelp. So this is actually a major area that we work in, and we can help do that for you. But it's really important to rank well and to optimize this so you can outproduce and outperform your competitors. Tip number 5, business is all about doing business. And for us, on our websites, we always provide an opportunity for people to do business with you and purchase a product. Now, lawyers and attorneys are dealing with really intense subjects, and you have to recognize that people are under a lot of stress. The minute that they pay you, they feel better about their issue, as they should, because they've started the process of resolving that legal problem. So it's serious stuff, and by having a method for people to pay you online will stop people from looking at other competitors. So the minute they have skin in the game and they have money that has been paid to you, they will stop the process of searching for an attorney. Also, there's going to be many circumstances that you're going to be talking to somebody on the phone, and you want to guide them to that web page that has the payment feature embedded on that page. So you could have it kind of behind the scenes so it's not real obvious, but the minute they pay you is the minute they start resolving their problem, and you're actually helping them. And that also obviously helps your cash flow issues for your business. So make it available, and many people will look at that as an opportunity to get things going with you. Tip number 6, productize some of your legal services. Now, we talk to a lot of attorneys, and most all attorneys say, well, I can't give a fixed price for my product. And I challenge that. I don't think that's accurate. Now, it's true that there can be circumstances that could create an additional fees and expenses about a legal case, but give a number that you're comfortable in producing a legal service for. Now, if it's $2,000 as your normal estate plan, state that on your website. And here's why. When people look at your price, they're going to have a response of two ways. The one response will be, wow, $2,000, that's more than what I wanted to spend. I'm going to go elsewhere. Okay? Now that is actually a qualifying event. If somebody is not interested in paying you a fair and reasonable wage, you don't want them to call you and bug you. But if they see that your estate plan is for $2,000 and they call you, they're instantly qualified as being able to accept that amount of fee for your service. It also clarifies the whole process. A lot of people, when they talk to an attorney, they're scared of that clock running and that they're going to get a bill in the mail for some unknown amount that they can't imagine because they talked to you for 15 minutes. By productizing your legal services, you're taking the stress off of clock watching, which nearly all legal clients do. Point number 7, create a database of prospective clients. Okay? So, what is a database? Well, it's basically a collection of lists and contact information about who is your current clients and who could be your future clients. Now, it's really common for people to say, here's my service, buy now. But there's so many circumstances that prevent people to buy a legal service at a particular time. So that is why you need to keep a method of reaching people over a period of time. So it could be receiving a monthly or quarterly newsletter from you, and that you want to obviously trickle your wisdom and information on people to remind them that you are out there to help them. So, if whatever your database is, that database, your goal should be to add another 0 behind it. If you have 200 people on your law firm mailing list, an email campaign, a newsletter, maybe your goal should be to have 2,000. Or if you have 2,000, it should be 20,000. In our different groups, we have about 26,000 people that we can drop an email on who have opted in to receive our information, that are part of our LinkedIn groups. So, but that's just the start. So everybody's database should be growing over a period of time. Number 8, create irresistible offers. Being creative is what marketing is all about. And it can be very, very simple. So one of the things that we offer to people is that we offer a free consultation over the phone for 1 hour, and the process is all about giving them everything that they need as far as ideas about marketing. And so within your legal niche, you want to do the same thing. You want to reassure people and give them an offer of maybe a free consultation or something else that will help them in a significant way. So when people, have an offer, let's say a free consultation, really it's a no risk event, right? And in a marketing sense, what you're doing is that you're giving them some help, but you're also qualifying them. You're learning about their circumstance and seeing if you have a legitimate qualified prospect that you can work with. So it works both ways. So one of the things is that you want to make that offer kind of stand out wherever you are. So if you're on LinkedIn, put that offer of a free consultation in your title. Point number 9. It's really important that lawyers get out of the practice of law and get into understanding what their clients are going through in an emotional sense. I can't think of many circumstances when it comes to a legal issue that emotions and are not a big issue. So you can imagine people could be losing their freedoms, they could be going to jail, they can be dealing with the death of a loved one, they can be going through a divorce, they could be going through a bankruptcy. And how are you going to respond to people with that circumstance? Take your own circumstance and put yourself in a hospital. Do you want people who are attentive and empathetic, or do you want people who are just going through the motions? So empathy is one of the most important things that you can display on your website, in your practice. And let's get back to the basic reasons why you wanted to become an attorney in the first place. So I'm quite sure it was to help people. So displaying empathy, genuine, sincere empathy, is something that you need to address. You need to address and respect the pain that your clients are going through. And the minute you do that, you create a connection and a bond, and your clients will love you for it. Tip number 10, join LinkedIn and build your connections and recommendations. Now, LinkedIn is a business-to-business platform. So if you want to meet other attorneys, or if you want to meet other professionals, let's say CPAs, appraisers, other people who could refer you business, maybe financial advisors, they are all on there. There's 170 million people on LinkedIn. I guarantee you, your best prospect is there. Your best referral sources are there. You can search by people by location, so you can find people in your area that are in complementary businesses, and you can start a relationship and a rapport with them. One of the great things about LinkedIn is that you create a profile, and in this profile you're able to have listed recommendations which are entirely verifiable. So if you go to our profile on LinkedIn, we have 18 client recommendations that are entirely verifiable that people can go to, and if they want to ask one of our former clients a question, they're happy to. So they can link directly to the person. It's not some mystery recommendation from Joe from Iowa. It's a real person. So that's just part of the reasons that LinkedIn is very powerful. Another thing is that you can create groups and join groups of like-minded professionals on LinkedIn. Now, I recommend that people create a group, because then they have the ownership of the group and they're able to send out an announcement once a week to their group. So to give you an example of what we do, we obviously have a attorney internet marketing group on LinkedIn. So everybody joining that group is interested in how we help people, which is attorney marketing. So it's a very qualified group of prospects to deal with, and we can provide them with an an announcement or an email once a week. So that's what we do to build our list and our relationships with new people. The final point that I want you to look at is that marketing should be fun. For you to be successful at it, you have to enjoy it. There's time and energy involved, and there's hard work. The good news is that over a period of time, marketing becomes easier as you develop the skill set for it. So it's really important to be patient and to get over hurdles. Now, one of the things that we offer is a free consultation. So if you have trouble implementing any of the issues, that these 10 tips, you're welcome to call me at 813-944-3190. You can reach me via email at brian@floridawebsitemarketing.com, and you're welcome to visit attorneywebmarketing.net. This concludes our top 10 tips. And again, I welcome you to contact us and to get a free 1-hour consultation if you're an attorney. And during that consultation, this is a no-nonsense approach of looking at your unique opportunities and markets. So we look at your website, your practice area niches, and we give you our tailored and custom recommendations. Thank you for listening to the Marketing Freak Show and this special edition of Law Firm Internet Marketing Tips. This is Brian French. Thank you for listening.